My name is Kerryn Wuth. I am a dietitian of Nutrition Innovated, an associate dietetic practice in South Africa. We are on day 4 of our 21-day lockdown due to the COVID-19 virus, and I have had a couple of questions and comments from members of the public regarding snacking, and this is something that many people seem to be battling with over this time. Snacking is very, very often out of habit. Snacking is also out of boredom. Snacking can also be due to stress and emotion. There are many, many different reasons why people snack. Now, the interesting thing with snacking is that snacking is not something that everyone actually has to or needs to do. It can be quite individualized. Now, I know there are a lot of eating plans and guidelines and people out there who recommend eating 5 times a day, being 3 meals and 2 snacks. However, this is not always warranted. And whether or not someone needs to snack completely depends on what their nutritional requirements are, how many calories they need to eat in a 24-hour period, and whether they can eat these over their meals or whether they need extra snacks to top up their calorie intake. Snacking is also determined by how much exercise or training a person is doing. So assessing whether or not you need to snack is the first thing that you should try and do. And any one of us can work out what your nutritional requirements could be and whether or not it's realistic to try and achieve these nutritional requirements through meals alone. For the most part, though, most adults do not need to snack. Most adults who are living a normal life, relatively active, doing about 3-4 hours a week, do not need to snack. So an average adult should be able to get away with eating 3 meals a day and get all of their nutritional requirements that way. So please do consider this, especially during this time period. If you are eating 3 meals a day and then you snack on top of this, this will mean that your total calorie intake is going to, in all likelihood, go above what you actually need. And this is a concern for us because if you eat more than you need, you're going to gain weight. And any situation where someone gains weight because of a surplus of calories is not a healthy situation to be in. So consider and check in with us as to whether snacking is warranted for you. Now, if snacking is a habit, as it is for most people, whether you are conditioned to snack because of routine, because of association with different activities, or maybe you are snacking due to stress or emotion, or maybe you're snacking just due to boredom, or just because you know the food is there and it tastes nice, I really want to encourage you to be mindful around that snacking and really pay attention to what your body is telling you. Ultimately, if your stomach is not rumbling, if there's no physiological indication of hunger, as in your petrol tank is empty, you need to refuel, then you really shouldn't snack. If you are not hungry and you eat, that is a surplus of calories. And what is your body going to do with it? You're going to store it. And we are very, very efficient fat storers. So any surplus of calories in all likelihood will go towards our fat stores. So the mindfulness around snacking really does involve listening to your hunger cues. So if you have had breakfast and it's now 2 hours later and you're feeling hungry, I can guarantee you it's probably not hunger. So think about what those triggers are. Think about the reasons why your body is telling you to eat. Are you maybe thirsty? Are you, again, bored? Are you associating snacking with the time of day? You're just walking past the fridge and you want to have a look and see what's in there. Really try and be black and white about it. If your stomach is not rumbling, then do not snack. It's actually quite a good lesson to teach yourself and a good place to be in, that you do only eat food when your stomach is rumbling. A lot of us, most of us often actually forget what it's like to feel hungry because food for a lot of people is readily available, and we just go through our day and eat because it's a certain time of day and eat because food is there. So really, maybe do an exercise and go through the day and not eat and wait until you get hungry. It's a really, really good lesson to learn when it comes to managing food intake. And if anything, it will remind you of what hunger actually feels like so that you can differentiate between true physiological hunger with the other reasons that I've mentioned as to why people might feel the need to eat or to snack. So tummy rumbling is the only time when you really should snack in between your meals. But for the most part, you should be able to get away with a breakfast, a lunch and a supper meal and get all of your nutritional requirements that way, especially while we are in lockdown and are not really doing too much normal day-to-day moving and activity. So I hope that that helps, and I hope that you can put that into practice and start paying attention to your body and what your body is telling you. But please, as always, send through any comments, any thoughts, anything at all on other topics that you would maybe like some more advice and guidance on. Thank you.